Yo, what is going on, guys? Episode number 23 of the New Jersey Devils Be a GM. We beat the Carolina Hurricanes in 5 games after losing the first game 4-2, but we got 2 shutouts, almost a third one in a row, and then we finished the last game on home, winning 2-0. Pretty impressive if you ask me. 3 shutouts out of 4 wins. That is pretty good. Schneider was unreal, and Henrique was pretty good with 5 points in 5 games. Besides him, Larson was in second, and everyone else was doing about below average, but Henrique and Schneider were the 2 main reasons why we're 1 in 5 games. Now we're up against the New York Islanders, who I would assume have a pretty good team if they are 49-24. I believe they have Tavares and Toews. See, the things here that stand out to me is Okposo moved to an 89 overall, and Tavares is on their second line. Those 2 things really make me a little bit like, whoa, what are they doing? Like imagine if they had Tavares, Toews, and Okposo on one line. They could still put Lee on the second line, and Lee could be a second line center, but I don't know what they're doing. But either way, their team looks scary as anything. Again, my concern is, why is Tavares on the second line? And B, why is Clutterbuck on the second line? But we will see. Their defense is nothing special, and their goalie is nothing special either. So their goalie and defense is below average, but their offense is, I think their offense is probably some of the best. Having Toews and Tavares as a 1-2 punch at center is unreal. So we'll see what happens. First period, 1-0 Tatar scores on Poulin, and it's 1-0 for us. Second period, Toews scores to tie the game, and Reichel scores on the power play to give us a 2-1 lead, but they're out shooting us, so we're going to want to play a little bit better of a third period. Hopefully stay out of the box and get the win this game. So we get a power play. We could really put them away if we score, but we do not. And let's see what happens. There's 8 minutes left. Anything can happen. Hopefully we win this game. Just close it off. Schneider has been unreal. Power play right here could put it away. 1 minute left, and Schneider again. Schneider has been unreal. Another huge win where we made 30+ saves, only letting 1 goal. We lose this series, there's no one to blame. You definitely don't blame Schneider. Our whole offense seems to be the blame. Our defense has been great. Our offense, I guess you could say, has been good defensively, but we're not scoring enough. Schneider and the defense are doing all the work, and Nylander decides to score in the first shot of the period. And Henrique scores as well, but Okposo and Sazika score. So it is 2-2 tie, and second period, wow, Tatar scores, Elias scores, and Kennedy scores, and that is a 5-2 lead for us. That is the offense I want to see, but can we close this game out? We got 3 goals in 1 period. The Islanders could definitely do that with their offense, but we'll see what happens in the third period. We're definitely outplaying them. We have double their... Oh, they got a power play. Okay, good. We killed it off. We got a power play. Okay, I'm going to say we win this game. We're going to go up 2-0 against the Islanders. That is pretty unreal. I was expecting this to go... Oh, well, they got 1 back. You never know. I'm speaking way too soon. I remember that Schneider shutout I was talking about last season, and kind of ruined it for him. And Tatar finishes it. He's been unreal, it seems like, in the playoffs. I believe he has 3 or 4 goals. He probably only had 12 goals in the whole season, but yeah, it's his 4th goal. And we get another win again. This is not Schneider's best game, but he still played pretty good. Our offense seemed to really come alive this game. Our defense kind of died out a bit, but we have a 2-0 lead. And now we're going back home. We could get a 3-0 lead and really put the series away. But we'll see what we do here. First period, 0-0, but we're doubling their shot. Second period, Teravainen finally scores. McGinn scores to tie the game up, but Tatar scores a minute later for his 5th of the playoffs. And here we go, third period. 22 shots, 23 I should say now to 18. It's a fairly even game, and Hamonic scores to make it a 2-2 tie. But Mateau scores literally a minute later, and we have a 3-2 lead with only half the game remaining. So if we win this game, that would just be huge for us. That would be a 3-0 series lead for us, and we only need to win 1 game in 4 chances. Those seem like pretty good odds to me, and those are the odds that we will be taking in game number 4 against the New York Islanders. So we get a big win there. Teravainen's 1st, Tatar's 5th, and Mateau's 2nd. Bieksa finally picks up a point, I see, and Tatar picks up another assist. And Schneider, again, another big game from him. I don't know what to say about him. All those rumors about me talking about how we may trade him for Kincaid may go to end soon. Maybe we just wait till he's 35, because he has been unreal. And this is the only reason why we've made such ease of the Carolina Hurricanes, and it seems like right now, such ease of the Islanders. But the series is not over until you win 4 games. So let's see what happens in game number 4. First period, 0-0. We're doubling their shots. Second period, 1-0. Bickle scores. Wow, that's... I think when Bickle scores, you know it's over, because I don't think he had more than 2 goals in the whole entire 82-game season, and he gets 1 now, playing like 2 minutes a game. So we'll see what happens. We're doubling their shots, but it's only 1-0, only a 1-goal difference, so they can come back right here in their power play. Luckily, we kill it off, and with under half time to go, we still have the 1-0 lead and doubling their shots. Power play could really end this. Wow, it looks like we may win this game. I'm not going to say anything yet, but now I am. The New Jersey Devils sweep the New York Islanders, and that is just insane. Was not expecting that at all. We beat the New York Islanders. Did you see how good their team was? Toews and Tavares is a 1-2 punch on center. Again, I think Tavares should have been on their first line. I think Clutterbuck should have been on their fourth line, but we did it. They didn't. I mean, it's not our fault that they have kind of weird lineups. So, I mean, we won. We are now goals for per game. We upgraded that sort of a lot. Not too much. I believe we upgraded that from 1.8 to 2.3, so that's pretty substantial. Goals against, pretty even. Still, that's extremely good. Power play is, yeah, that's probably one of our lower end keys of our game, so that could be a lot better. But our penalty kill is still perfect. I was gonna say when we killed off those 2 penalties last game, maybe we never even let in a power play goal yet. But we are correct, and we're the only team who hasn't. We have 2 shorthanded goals, and we're 4-1 home and 4-0 away. Best team, obviously, with only 1 loss in 9 games, I should say. Pretty amazing, if you ask me. I didn't think we were going to sweep the Islanders. I don't know how we're doing such ease of this. I mean, our team's not that good. We barely made it in the playoffs. I believe we only made it by like 8 points or something like that. Henrique has 7 points in 9. Kennedy has 6. Kennedy has 6 points. Tatar has 6 points. Reichel has 6. Honka has 5, and pretty much everyone else is a little bit underachieving. Eliash with only 2, Jelinas with 1, Teddenby with only 1. These guys are a bit underachieving, especially Teravainen with only 3, playing the second line and second line power play as well. But I mean, at least we're winning. And Schneider still with unreal stats. I think his goals against it dropped a little bit. Goals against average was 0.8, now it's 1.1, and save percentage was 97.2, now it's 96.05, but still, anything under like 92 save percentage is great, and anything under like 1.9 is great as well, and he's way below those. So we Islanders were no challenge for the New Jersey Devils, and we're moving on to the 3rd round, and we're gonna have to simulate a few days because a lot of teams are barely in game 5 and 6 right now, so we'll see what goes on. I believe this should be it once we simulate. Yep, we're against the Ottawa Senators. So the Senators took out Datsuk and the Red Wings. The Senators have a pretty good record, and we're going to be starting away against them. And it looks like they are more focused on offense, but we will check that next episode. But before we end this episode, let's quickly take a look at the playoff tree and see what happened where. We already know what happened here. The Senators beat the Red Wings in 6, so that's pretty big, but we beat the Islanders in 4, so we'll see what happens there. And in the West, the Oilers beat the Sharks in 7, and the Nashville Predators, which I don't know how they're that far. Is it just Rene, or do they get someone else? I don't know, but they beat the Wild in 5. So the Nashville Predators and the Oilers are going to be awaiting us because we are going to beat the Ottawa Senators. I'm calling it. We're going to beat the Ottawa Senators, and we're going to move on to the finals back-to-back years. Hopefully, another cup is going to be under our belt.
I need your love, I need your time. When everything's wrong, you make it right. I feel so high, I come alive. I need to be free with you tonight.